Today is March 19, 2015. Before I show you this clip of the citizen being shut down in a meeting and not being allowed to record, I want to show you a little bit of what's going on and maybe put some things into perspective as to why these people are acting the way they are. So over here in Southern California, they're trying to do a corridor project. They want to make us pay to be on the freeway, toll lanes on this stretch of road and on this stretch of road. And they're having all these meetings right now, consensus type Delphi meetings, where they manipulate you into believing that this is what you want. And of course, they always do these at the worst possible times so that nobody shows up. And in the case of the meeting you are going to see, my friend was the only person who showed up out of the entire public. So let's do a little bit of background first. Municipality. What is a municipality? You've probably heard that word before. Municipal courts, municipal police departments. I guarantee you've heard of the word municipality. Well, it means a municipality is usually an urban administrative division having corporate status and usually powers of self-government or jurisdiction. So a municipality, by definition, is a corporation. So if your town is called a municipality, that means your town is a for-profit corporation. So let's come over here to Dun & Bradstreet and let's learn about them. Dun & Bradstreet is an American public company headquartered in Short Hills, a community in Millburn, New Jersey, that provides commercial data to businesses on credit history, business-to-business sales and marketing, counterparty risk exposure, supply chain management, lead scoring, and social identity matching. Often referred to as D&B, the company's database contains information on more than 235 million companies across 200 countries worldwide. So look at what they are doing here. They are providing information on companies, not governments, companies. So if you come back over here to the I-10 corridor project, you will see three different corporations that are responsible for this. They are Sanbag, Caltrans, and the Department of Transportation. And so if you come over here onto Dun & Bradstreet and you put in U.S. Department of Transportation as a company, here's what you get. Department of Transportation, you have your headquarters, you have your branches. This is a for-profit corporation. This is not a public entity that serves we the people. And if you look at it right here, it says can't find the company you are looking for. That's because this is a company. This is not a public entity. So come over here. You put in San Bernardino Associated Governments. This is Sanbag. They have a branch and they have another address right here. Come over here, you put in Caltrans, all these addresses including a headquarters. These are all for-profit corporations, so that's why they act the way they do, and they try to keep residents from filming their meetings. And this is for Tressie. As you see right here, you were in the Redlands City Council, and it tells you right on the freaking wall that it's incorporated because all these towns, all these different federal agencies, they are all for-profit corporations. That means they are not working for you. That means you do not have constitutional rights. Now, the reason why they don't go full scale with this and completely take away all your constitutional rights is because they're doing this in secret. They're doing this out in plain sight. They're doing this with plausible deniability, basically pretending like we still have our rights. So because they pretend that we still have our rights, we are still allowed to exercise them. But that's all I wanted to show you guys right now. So here's the clip of Tressie Capps being denied the ability to film in this I-10 corridor toll lane meeting.
Okay, so Colin Strange from Crestline, Mark Stanson from Redlands, Gary Grossich from Colton, Dr. Dan Harris from Indian Lake, Valerie Henry from Devore, Edward Martinez from Colton, Jeffrey McConnell from Grand Terrace, Cynthia Ramirez, Colton, Pamela Elijah Kaipa, Nick DePasquale, San Bernardino, Carl Dameron from San Bernardino, Robert Baker from Montana, John Abner from Redlands, Gloria Masas Harrison from San Bernardino, Jeffrey White from San Bernardino, Chris Bartiga, Randy Sosa from Colton, Eloise Gomez Reyes, Grand Terrace, something about that name's terribly familiar, Richard Haller from Highland, Roy Mabry from Upland, John McMillan from Fontana, and Concepcion from San Bernardino. That front? Hi there.
Hi.
You don't have to cut that, you just.
Oh, is that how you take that?
Director of Freeway Program, Sanbag, Gary. Hi, nice to meet you. Is it Jerry?
Gary.
Gary, Trustee Caps, hi.
Hi, I'm Carrie Gilbreth. Nice
Hi,
to meet
Gary.
you.
How are you?
Good.
I'm
So-
just here to check out this whole CAG process.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Who are you with?
I'm with myself. I'm a citizen in Fontana who's opposed to the toll lanes.
Oh, okay.
That's what this meeting is about, right?
These are community group meetings, yeah. As
About
we're starting to explore
the
what
toll
are the
lanes.
different options on the 10 and 15 freeways.
Great, awesome. That's what I
So-
wanted to be here to
Okay.
learn about. So nice to meet you. So how many community members are there?
Well, we have
attendance.
community advisory groups in different areas.
Okay, so
And-
last night, the meeting in the High Desert?
High Desert.
Were you at that meeting?
I was at that
Oh,
meeting.
great. Will you be at the one tomorrow night?
I will be at the one tomorrow
Great.
night,
And how
too.
much participation did you have yesterday?
Yesterday we had a smaller group. We had, I believe, 4 people, but we had very good input, which was great. So
4
we're-
people in this process here?
Yeah,
Oh,
and we're
okay.
also in the process of adding additional CAG members.
Oh, I'd be very interested in being one of those.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm very, very motivated to figure out how we can solve this transportation problem without having a toll lane.
And that, and those are the things we're looking at. And
Great.
so what we're going to do before we get started, and we'll do introductions, but did just want to start as we do those introductions. One thing to keep in mind: we are going to ask everyone to put their recording devices away because we are audio taping this. It will be distributing that, and we will also be distributing minutes of this too.
But this is a public meeting. You have a problem with me videotaping a public meeting?
Well, it's just something that we're already going to be providing.
Do you have some law that says I can't videotape this meeting?
No, I don't have a law. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
something we always do as a courtesy to each other.
Oh, okay.
Because we're already doing that, but
Well, it's an audio though, right? You said just you're audio taping?
we are audio taping it.
Yeah, I want videotape. So that's why I brought my own recording device. I promise it won't disrupt
Okay,
anything.
I would ask the CAG members, is that something that you're,
You what?
We are not recording myself.
You're not recorded?
I don't.
I don't have it facing towards you. I just want to videotape her as she speaks.
well, the only challenge is it is a full discussion, so it would be something that we would probably ask for everyone to feel comfortable with as for what it is tonight.
Okay, well, this feels like peer pressure. I mean, this is a public meeting. I'm a member of the public, and I just want to videotape what goes on here. If you have nothing to hide, why wouldn't I be able to videotape it? You know, city council meetings are videotaped.
Sure they are, and this wasn't anything to be derogatory or anything else, it's just an open discussion and.
My name's Trustee Caps. I ran for city council twice in Fontana. I'm I'm a citizen activist. If you Google me, you'll find out what I'm all about. I'm completely opposed to this I-10 toll lane idea, and I'm here tonight to get educated. And I'm taking video because, you know, I want to see what's going on at these meetings. I want to see how transparent this process truly is and how, I mean, I'm in this room with you guys and there's no other member of the public here but me. So, huh?
We're all members of the public.
Yeah, well, you're members of the public who got on this CAG. I'm not quite sure how, but I just want to find out more about what's going on
Yeah,
here.
the way we got them was that they had scoping meetings, and then the public was invited, and then we just applied.
Okay.
For example, I work for Caltrans, they sent an invitation to our president and somebody to assign to this. The president assigned me to this.
And I saw in the newspaper.
Okay. Well,
As I was telling you earlier, I learned about this through my work at the Water Board, but mostly I'm here because I live in San Bernardino.
okay.
And I don't have any particular objection to
Videotaping the meeting?
being recorded or videoed, as long as it doesn't disrupt the process, as long as it doesn't chill any discussion.
I mean, but see, because you're going to be showing slides and things like that, and if someone's listening to an audio tape, it's hard to follow along if there's no video.
Sure, and so what we're going to go ahead and do, and what we just talked about, because
We need to check with our legal counsel in terms of how this is defined as a public meeting, because.
Well, I have the printout from the website. It's definitely a public meeting. There's no doubt about it. I mean, and
Well, no, because we don't post the agenda. We don't post an agenda like, we don't follow all the public meeting laws we have to.
Protocol. We
Like,
don't follow.
set like a 72-hour notice on a public meeting. We're not doing that on this.
this has been on the website for quite some time. This is a public meeting. It said, when I read the website, it said the public was welcome to attend.
Yes, you're welcome to attend, yes.
And I'd like to videotape so the other people in the public could find out more about it besides these people on the CAG.
But the CAG members aren't comfortable, so I mean,
No, I heard two that weren't comfortable. He said he was fine with it. Is this,
But
okay, well, what did you decide with your attorneys?
Well,
we haven't.
Well, we haven't.
I don't have attorneys here tonight.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
should
what
I
they
call
can
one
do
of
tonight-
mine?
You could. We will provide you the slides that are presented here tonight, because all the CAG members get them too. We'll provide those to you, but tonight we have requested you don't record it. We'll get an opinion from our attorney, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, a bit.
You know, I think that the Brown Act applies to meetings where decisions are made, where elected people make decisions, and we're an advisory group. So I'd be surprised if the Brown Act applies. I'm not an attorney, but, you know, I've been around that world enough to have an appreciation for when the Brown Act applies and when it doesn't. But I'm sure there have to be subtleties I don't understand.
But again, we will, if you're interested in the presentation, the material we provide here, we'll give you all the materials. We can do that for you. I just asked you tonight not to record it, and I'll talk to our attorneys tomorrow, and we'll get back to you for the next meeting. I've never had this issue before myself
Oh,
either.
well,
so.
probably not, the public probably never comes to these meetings, but the website said the public was welcome. I
And they
don't
are.
feel very
welcome,
welcome.
absolutely.
What's your name again, so that I
Gary.
can? Okay.
Gary Coho.
Okay, all right. And how did you get on the CAG again?
I'm not
I
on the
think
CAG,
you
I'm the Director of Project Delivery for Sanbag.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that one member of the public showed up and that it's got you guys all riled up.
Well, again,
You can't forget Bobby back there.
She's
I agree
works
with
for
my
the state.
fellow CAG member that we're all members of the public. You know, the fact that we also are employed and or retired and carry with us the responsibilities of our jobs doesn't diminish the fact that we're members of the public.
And I don't think it would violate the Brown Act because we're not voting. We're just here to take in information and give out information that we receive from public people. So we're actually not telling you how to run anything or make a vote or whatever, so, yeah.
It's all part of the process.
Yeah.
In terms of being able to solicit input as we go through this process.
And I, for one, I'm glad you're asking these questions.
Well, I wish more people were involved, my goodness. Everyone just accepts their fate. I mean, I saw this article in the newspaper, which basically makes it sound like a foregone conclusion. And it really disturbed me because I would hope that this is not a foregone conclusion. The one that Steve Scazzillo wrote, you familiar with which one I'm talking about?
We gotta get on with the meeting tonight.
Okay.
And again, we
Well, I'll
want
turn
public
it off.
input, and we
I'll
want-
turn it
and we
off.
want-
And I can always come again tomorrow night and I guess videotape that one, you know, once you
We will-
check with your
we will-
attorneys. Let me give you my,
Okay, we will get
Phone
it
number.
by tomorrow.
And in the meantime, thank you all, because we're getting started a little
Okay.
late